It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty.
Okay.
Yeah. Boots on the ground.
Look like a sheep.
Yeah. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Sunshine Shoulders, Moonshine Shoulders Happy Hour. I'm Calvin.
I'm John, of course.
And we're going to do what we do every week. Talk everything Philippines, answer questions, just have some fun.
Talk Philippines, not American politics. I like that, JH.
Yeah. John came bearing gifts today. Gave me, I think this might be real gold.
I think it is
a bookmark. And they also bought me a brand new 20 peso coin, guys.
Oh, they're cool looking.
This first one I've got. Now I'm trying to get that. They've got a 5,000 peso bill.
I've seen it on the net, but I haven't seen any circulation.
And of course, I wouldn't be able to spend it here because hell, you can already spend 1,000 peso bill here, John.
It's hard to get change. Even a 500 peso in the small stores is hard to get change.
Well, what's going on since last week, John? Anything? Any news?
Well, not a whole lot, but I got a list here we can go over.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's start out. Someone on, I believe it was Tuesday's live stream, said they'd like to know my opinion on old men coming here getting young girls, but the old men don't want to have children. Well, I'm going to tell you, 99.999% of young Filipinos, they want a child. And I'll tell you what my girl said to me. See, I had a vasectomy, but I was up front and I told her that, and I said I'd look into getting it reversed if things worked out, and everything is working out. Yeah. But here's what she said to me. She goes, well, I'm 28. You're 61. You're going to die. I'm still going to be young. I don't want to be alone. I mean,
that makes sense.
Yeah, how can you say no to that? I think, see what Calvin thinks. Filipinos do not like being alone. They like being with others.
Well, they're big family.
Yeah. Well, even if it's not
John,
family,
you know that.
Even just you get friends with somebody. They're not loners.
But that's one of the. I've been thinking about it. The guy says, "Well, what's the disadvantages of dating a woman under 30?" I guess that would be one if you don't want any kids.
You don't want kids. Now, I said to my wife, I said, "There's so many kids that don't have fathers and mothers here. We could adopt." No, she wants her own.
Yeah, they love children.
They love children.
And that's a good thing. Let's see. Thanks for the NTZ for joining us today and everything that y'all do to keep the live stream safe and respectable. Hey, Luis Martinez, good to see you. Glad you could join us. Let's go back up here, John. Because it'll catch back up with us anyway. Wonders of Life, good to see you.
I see we got Kyle Dedman here, JH.
Okay, yeah, the NTZ. Bayan Buntag.
Now, JH, I don't know if you're feeling slighted or not, but there's so many fake accounts out there. I got one. Kyle Dedman's got one. Ingram Dave's got one. But I have not seen a fake JH account yet.
Yeah, he said, JH says NTZ in the house. NC is crazy. The idiot that threatened the bomb going to the Library of Congress lives 15 minutes from me. Wow. Get me the hell out of here. Well, you gave me some good news this week, JH. You won't be too much longer.
He coming?
In the madhouse, yeah. He's coming either the Philippines or Thailand. He lived in Thailand for 5 years.
Oh, okay. He knows the ropes then. Better than we do, really.
Over there.
Yeah.
He's never been to the Philippines, I don't think.
Maybe I'm sure there's similarities, though. Now, I've lived in Dumaguete.
Yeah.
I lived in Lapu-Lapu, San Carlos, Butuan City. I've moved around a good bit. But let me tell you something about Dumaguete. There are so many foreigners there. Someone gave me a figure of 4,000 foreigners at any time. Foreigners are not a big deal there. I mean, here in San Carlos, we get the rock star treatment. We go anywhere we get, but Dumaguete, you don't get the rock star treatment. So that's I like the rock star treatment.
Yeah. Well, something about Dumaguete, it's got so many foreigners. It's not like being in Cebu. Even though Cebu has a lot of foreigners, it's spread out. And Dumaguete being a small place, see, San Carlos City has more people than Dumaguete.
But the area of San Carlos, I saw there was like 400 square miles, and Dumaguete's like 20 square miles.
Yeah, so it's crammed in there, and you know, it's a good thing and a bad thing. A good thing is you don't have a problem finding somebody at McDonald's.
Finding shoes that fit you,
Yeah.
clothes that fit you.
Yeah.
But the foreigners that I've met there, well, I met some good ones, but I mean, when I see a foreigner here in San Carlos, we make eye contact. I'll usually say hi, and we talk a little bit. There, they won't even make eye contact with you.
Yeah.
So finally, after about the 15th foreigner, I looked at him. I said, "Hi, how you doing?" He was so glad that I would talk to him. I mean, it's just kind of weird.
Yeah, yes, it's different.
It's different.
And like I said, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Now, you know, Ryan of Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
he lives there. You know, I've met some good ones, but you're right.
It's like they don't even see you. It's just kind of weird.
And the locals look at you different.
Yes. Well, I think they've had so many bad experiences with foreigners, they really don't even want you there. I saw an old foreigner, of course, might have been my age, just looked older, in McDonald's, and he was just giving that poor waitress there holy hell over his order. He got some order he wanted to eat there, and somebody wanted to take out. And it's McDonald's. It's not a 5-star restaurant. Take it easy on these poor people.
Yeah, that's what kind of shocks me too. But again, I told you, I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday or not, but one of the guys I was playing tennis with, actually, Doug, you know him.
I know him very well.
Oh, he was getting ready to get into it with the one of the guys over here, one of the locals at the park over a parking space. And I was like, man, don't do that.
I've never seen
cringing.
I've never seen that, but I don't know him.
I'm saying he was, complaining about it because the guy wouldn't let him park there. He had to park somewhere else. And I'm like, you really don't need that.
Well, I mean, are you going to, pick your battles, make sure they're important.
Exactly.
You
That's
don't,
what I'm saying.
you don't have to let people walk over you. I know I don't, but I mean, pick your battles.
Yeah.
So you walk 5 more feet.
Yeah.
You walk 5 more feet to your parking place. I know I see this on here a lot. Everybody says, where can I find the dark-skinned Filipinos? They are all dark. They use skin whitener and they use umbrellas to stay out of the sun. I actually saw in my Waste Village a grandmother. She had a piece of bamboo and she was hitting her 2-year or 3-year-old granddaughter for being in the sun. So if you want a dark-skinned Filipino, just tell them to get in the sun a little bit.
Well, you got to understand, Filipinos come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, just like Americans. There's no one Filipino, guys. You have to understand, before the Spanish come, all these islands were basically their own country. They got different traditions, different languages,
well, and
everything.
And our island was actually 2 countries. That's why they speak a different language on the other side of the island.
And they look different, So there's no one Filipino, one Philippines. There's no one Filipino. That's one thing you're going to have to get used to when you come over here, But yeah, and because they all can't afford the white skin whitening stuff anyway.
I don't like it anyway. And we've talked about this before. I'll throw it out there one more time. Filipino time. If you don't have patience, a lot of patience, probably not a good idea to come here. You're just going to be frustrated and mad all the time. Calvin helped me out about 6 months ago because I get a little impatient. He said, we're retired. We have nothing else to do. Well, I took that literally, and that's the way to do it. If you got to stay in line for 4 hours, well, talk to somebody beside you, do something.
Yeah,
play on your phone.
That's something you definitely have to get used to. Me and her, that's the only thing we really go Tom and Jerry over. It's time, because I had John them waiting. I just go ahead and leave. I said, well, you come when you get ready, because we'll say let's meet at the restaurant at 6:30. She'll be getting in the shot at 6:30, and I'm gonna tell you something you're gonna have to get used to.
Mine's the same way. Crazy. It's like herding cats. It really is.
Yeah.
Just don't be in a hurry. We're retired. We have nothing else to do.
It's something, and then if you tell them, like a birthday party over here, even Booby's birthday party is supposed to start at 3, then nobody showed up to 5:30.
Oh, and that's normal.
Time. Yeah.
Hello, Marilyn. You look nice today. Really, I see Jacob Tongue. Yeah, she looks nice.
So all the other times she doesn't?
Yeah. Got me there. Got me there.
Wearing a pants.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just putting this in here for this. So go ahead.
So, Calvin said he has a beauty contest.
Yeah, I've got a beauty contest on my Sunshine Show's Facebook page. We're just trying to have some fun and help people at the same time. So if y'all want to, now they're just now sending me the videos today. They have until midnight Friday, 11:59 today, Philippine time, to send their entries in, which is just a video saying, hello, Sunshine Shoulders. My name is such and such. I live in such and such. Then you can go on there and vote for your
I gotta
favorite.
check that out.
3,000 for first prize, 2,000 second, 1,000 third, and then I got a fourth and fifth prize, 500 each. You know, we're not trying to exploit anybody. Remember, beauty contests are very popular here. They love them here. It's just something we're just trying to have fun. We're basically self-quarantining here.
Yes, we are.
You know.
We're still under lockdowns. I don't know if it'll ever end.
Is Jacob Tanjay here? I see Ingram Davis.
Was that
LeVon
how you
White.
pronounce his name? Tanjay? I thought
Tanjay, yeah.
Okay,
Hey, what's
Tanjay.
going on, Jacob?
Sorry,
I
Jacob.
see you. Eplif Mutab said, shout out, sir, from San Carlos City. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Marquez Dillon, what's up, brother? What else you got on that list, John?
Well, I'm getting about to the end there.
Well, that's okay.
We talked about that. We can talk about Providence girls versus city girls. We've done that before.
Yeah, we've done it before. But you know, we could talk about girls all day long and nobody would get bored, John. That's what they want to talk about.
I know I would.
Yeah, most of the city girls that I met, they're from the province. It's just my experience. Only one city girl I met, and I married her. And you know, is there a difference? Absolutely.
Now, the birthday party I went to last week, there were 4. I was the youngest one at 61. I think the oldest one was 67. All had 30 and under wives, but they were all Providence girls. They've been married, or together for 8 years, 12 years. Me, I was the youngest at 2 years. So there's some good girls out there.
And you know, it just depends on who you are really. And
Well, that's true too.
my experience is you got to be a lot more patient with Providence girls. I'm talking about true Providence girls, not the ones that you met in the city. I'm talking about that still live there, because a lot of them don't have a good command of the English language.
Yes, but there's some things like a can opener. They've never used one, but give them a dull knife, they'll have a can open in 10 seconds. So, I mean, it's just different. Just be patient.
Yeah. And believe it or not, a lot of the Providence girls, they're more sexually liberated from my experience. They start younger. Yeah, believe it or not, because there's nothing to do up there. And it's just something that they do. Hey, Tatai Sanders, I see he's on there. He says, good evening here in Chicago, Calvin. Yeah, he's got a good channel, and he's got a new video out how he met his Filipino wife. Now, remember, his Filipino wife, he met in the States. He's never been here. They just had a little beautiful baby, too.
Well, I definitely recommend, if you're thinking about moving here, to come here and visit first. How's the weather today, Rams and Dodgers fan? The weather is 29 Celsius. I don't know the conversion. It's probably 89, then another 10 degrees for the heat index, because we have about 75% humidity. But today's not too bad. Yesterday wasn't too bad, considering.
Yeah. Now Monday it was good. Remember, you said we had a cold spell.
Yeah, like Monday and Tuesday. It was 2 days. It was nice.
But boy,
it got hot after
I'm trying
that.
to think what day it was.
Wednesday
morning
or something.
When I went to play tennis, man, it was a scorcher. Hey, Bobby G, what's going on? Hey, when y'all gonna send me some pictures or some film from that trip, man?
He don't want to get blackmailed. He can't send it. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Rod Rowland says, he said, morning, Mr. Cooley and John. What's going on? Mark G says, I love the practice scene of having babies. Yeah. Well, you won't practice much over here because you blow on a Filipina, she's going to get pregnant.
And Mexico, the girlfriends I had there were the same way. They wanted to have babies.
Island Fish said, what do you guys think of living in a luxury trailer in the PI since we can't own the land? Is that a viable option? Yeah, but I've never seen a trailer.
I've never seen one. I think the reason is it costs less to build a house like you're doing than it does to buy a prefab trailer.
Now they do have those modular homes,
container homes.
container homes.
I think it would be hotter than hell. I really did, but maybe not.
Yeah, because that's a great point too, Island Fish, because you can actually own the house, but you just can't own the land. But there's some instances where you can eventually own the land. Corporation, if you married a Filipina and she dies, you can inherit the land from her. The guy that I told you here, the rich and powerful guy who follows my channel, he commented on that video that I made. He said, instead of doing the sugar baby contract, there are some options that foreigners have, and he would know. I mean, he would know.
But always in the back of my mind, I wouldn't go building a 20 million peso home here, because it's never always going to be completely yours. Laws can change, and if you ever go to court as a foreigner, I don't think you're going to win.
Well,
my opinion.
I'm going to use your words, John. You said I'm going to make sure I'm worth more alive than dead.
Always.
Especially over here.
Yes.
See, and,
I did that in the U.S. though too.
There's a reason why I wanted to build a $1 million house instead of a $10 million house. But that's not one. But it's just because it's a big upgrade for her anyhow. She would have never come up with a 1 million peso house.
Well, going from a bamboo hut with maybe a dirt floor to a decent house, you're right.
So anything that we do over here like that, big and extravagant, it's our ego. It's not
That's
them.
Right. And we're retired. We don't need no McMansions. I never had a McMansion in the U.S.
Why would you even come over and do something like that?
A lot of guys do. I don't know why.
Hey, Levon White, thanks for the super chat. Said, Cal, I need you to protect me from Moonshine shoulders. Live stream. He uses powers through the internet and spike my tea. Maybe we pay $1.99. I was just talking to him about that.
That's
we
funny.
thought it was a mistake, but
yeah.
Thanks, man. Levon, hell, you ain't got nothing to worry about with Moonshine shoulders. He's giving money away today.
Yeah.
He gave me 20 pesos a day.
That's a new coin. I think they're cooler than heck.
Yeah, it looked good.
And that's one thing. They have a lot of different kind of monies here. They got two different 10 peso coins. They got the 20 peso coin, and they have a 20 peso paper bill. They got quite a few different ones. Yeah,
that 200 they say is bad luck. And we could talk about that all day.
At least you can get change for a 200 usually.
Luck. On Fridays down in Zambon, Tuesdays and Fridays, they don't want you to take a shower. I took it anyway. I'm saying, damn dad. I'm just, they want you to wash up and all that because it's against their, tradition down there.
And that's something I need to talk with my wife and some of the others and get some of the superstitions here. One of them, if you have a cold, don't take a shower until you get well. Yeah. There's and we used to have a lot of that in the U.S.
Stuff. On Friday, the mother would come through the house with smoke and everywhere to rid the house of
well, heck, I do that with a cigarette.
No, not with this type of smoke, John. I mean, it'll gag you.
Oh, she wasn't burning dried fish, was she?
It was the craziest thing I've ever seen, to be honest with you. Jeff Dingle says, yes, they definitely don't want to be alone. Man, I can't wait to get there.
I mean, they travel in family or friend units. I mean, they love they love being with other people.
Yeah, they
well, and that might be though, because Calvin and I, we left our home, we left our family, came over, so we're kind of loners anyway. Maybe that's why it's so foreign to us.
Yeah, that's what I noticed about a lot of the expats over here. They're loners any damn.
Yeah, or they wouldn't be here to start with.
They wouldn't be. It takes a special person to just strike out like that and don't look back. K.A. said, how's the fishing out there, Cal? I just go straight to the market and just grab what I want, man. I don't fish, but John, his girlfriend, his wife's from the fishing village.
I would recommend, if you really want to fish, go down and get with the fishermen there, maybe give them 500 pesos and go with them. You'll see how they really fish.
Hollywood Baby, our favorite fireman from Atlanta, he said, what's up, John? He's got the popcorn ready.
All right.
Ready to enjoy the show.
And Mo says, good morning. I want to be a rock star. That's the same with me. So if you do, don't go to Dumageddon.
I feel like a rock star in Dumageddon anyway, but I like Dumageddon. I like it. Did y'all go down by the waterfront?
Travel's all closed. I haven't been there for a couple of years, but I lived down there a long time ago. The boulevard is nice.
Have you ever been there?
The boulevard is very nice. But I mean, and the town really has a Western feel to it, and you can get. They have a lot of nice restaurants there. They have a lot of bad ones too, but you can get, like I say, clothes to fit you there.
Yeah. Philip Cooper said, "Good day, fellas. Good seeing you. Just returned from Vegas. Wow, everybody's been in Vegas. My cousins were in Vegas. They were women. They all went down there for a trip. They just came back. But from what Cal said, they're trying to gouge everybody down there.
I saw
ATM to $7.99. That's ridiculous. Plus, what your bank's going to charge you.
Yes, and mine rapes me. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I cut my debit card up at ATM. I cut them up.
All the way live said, just finished watching the house video about the house. Looking good, bro. Thanks, man. Those guys are doing a hell of a job, man. Remember, I always put on there with no modern equipment. John, yes. No bobcats, no nothing like that.
When I go down to the village, I see them repairing their boats. And I can't believe they take them out on the open ocean, but they do it with hammer, chisel, nails. They do use epoxy glue and a wood plane and a hand saw.
The only modern equipment they got over there I saw was a hand saw.
Well, that's not really modern.
And a shovel. And this is all done in flip-flops and probably a 99-cent construction helmet.
Oh, they do actually have construction helmets?
Yeah, that wouldn't even protect a roach, I'm sure.
Now, Valencia, I've never been there. I've heard it's really nice. Punky Joe said it was really nice. Kind of expensive there.
What's that?
Valencia.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Calvin, how are you? Can you tell me about Valencia? Is it a nice place?
I've only been there one time. We went to a resort. It's cool. Remember the guy we met in McDonald's?
Yes.
He said he's actually from there. He's got some land there. But it's pricey because that's where a lot of the foreigners move to up there. Soul School Music Lover says, it's that Western mentality, move out of my way. Yeah.
Well, even the locals there don't treat me as good as what I'm treated here in San Carlos. I tell you, San Carlos is a gem.
Roy Estrada says, disappointing Spence can't fight this weekend. Yeah. But I think Pacquiao knew something that we didn't know. Pacquiao's not stupid. I was shocked that he would step in the ring with Earl Spence. But then I got to think about it. Pac-Man knows he picks and chooses his opponents. You see, he didn't try to fight. He didn't push to fight the Crawford boy. But he was okay to fight Spence because I don't think Spence is the same after the accident.
I saw somebody on here ask what the locals feel about Pac-Man. They love him.
Well,
they love him.
When I was here doing his heyday, he's past his heyday, guys. I'm talking about 2010, 9, 10, 11, like that. The streets would be empty whenever he fought. It's free to watch his fights.
Well, Sipaway Island, Whispering Palms, they have a statue dedicated to him. You saw it.
Yeah, Sipaway Island. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, he's a hero. He's a superhero here. James K, what's going on, man?
Hey, James K, he's a good man.
China Zod man. I haven't heard from you in a while, China. Good to see you. He said, can you look whitewashed?
Oh, I do, but...
Well, that's because of the light there,
yeah.
Where you are. But that's not a big deal to me. I mean, look at me, guys. I mean, it's not been a big deal. J.H. says, Samar, Tagum, and Deval have a lot of beautiful darker-skinned ladies. Well, really, it's all over. And
I see Filipinos here in San Carlos darker than Calvin.
Exactly.
Every day. It depends on whether they get in the sun or not, or if they use whitening.
There is no one Philippines. There's no one Filipino.
Some look more Chinese. Some look more like Mexicans to me. Can male model Bill Ellis? Can male models like me enter? Calvin said no because I was going to enter. We all know I'd win.
Yeah, we're just trying to have fun. Filipinos, they love beauty contests here. I mean, Seventh Assassin says, are there many Afro-Filipinos there? Up in Luzon, up by Angeles City, along a pole, where the army bases, military bases were. Yes, you will see a lot of that.
Now, I live in the squatter area down there, and one of my neighbors, but she still looked Filipino to me, but she looked just a little different, and her uncle told me that her father was Nigerian. So, yeah, there are.
Smoky Mountain Miler says, can we vote more than once, Calvin? Absolutely. You can vote more. Well, but
That
what
won't
I'm
be fair,
going to
will
do
it?
is, it's going to basically be the likes, John.
Mm,
So you can't like a post
more than
more
once.
than once,
Okay, that's
but
way
you
to do
can vote for more than one woman
it. Okay.
if you like. Roy Estrada said, Calvin, you folks following the fiasco called Afghanistan. What a bonehead decision
Yeah, I say we
with
stay
no
away
plan.
from that.
Yeah, we learned that in the military, you have a multi-faith plan to pull out. Yeah, we talked about that last
Yeah,
time,
I'll
and
leave that
yeah,
alone.
I'm gonna leave that alone because
We're in the Philippines. We're not in the U.S. no more.
yeah. Hollywood Baby says, I don't do Facebook, Calvin. Can you put the ladies on a YouTube video once you have the entries? I will, and you know the ones 18 and over because it's open to everybody, and you know it's based on the votes. That's who's gonna win.
So is that Michael Dorsonville? I
Yeah.
left the office early so I could watch Sunshine and Moonshine. Hey, we really appreciate that. I hope we can make it worth it for you.
Jam Silver says, awesome job, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
China's older vote said, booby power. Yeah, she's in there making my head hurt with that cocoa melon. And we bought
She's
her a
a
chair.
good
We
girl.
bought her a chair, and she's sitting in the damn chair. Believe it or not.
Well, she's definitely feeling better.
Watching TV like she's a grown adult. Hey, watch this. I made a video today. It's called The 3 Crises Foreign Men Face when they date younger women in the Philippines. You know, 1 is the identity crisis, 2 is the reality crisis, and 3 is the mortality crisis or the midlife crisis. You know, you can call it either one.
Now,
What is that? Wine?
No, that is Indian tonic water. Yeah, that's all it's in there. Now, a lot of the Filipino women, when they get into the 40s and over, start looking kind of rough, especially the ones that have hard life, work hard, no dental, and of course they don't have no teeth. So my wife, I said to my wife one day, well, I tell you what, that woman there's looking pretty rough. She goes, well, what about me when I get that age? I said, doesn't matter to me. I'll be dead.
Yeah, you'll probably be dead.
I'll be dead, so it don't matter to me.
Hey, Nicholas Cherry said, are you pouring up, John, today?
A little bit. Just
Okay,
a little
Gun
bit.
Lover says, hey, wow, man, Rockstar and Bobby G, my 3 favorite people. Yeah, y'all go ahead and check out Ty Sanders. He's a good guy in Chicago, my favorite place. If I have to leave, which I'm going to try to pull everything out of my sleeve not to leave, I'm going to arrive in Chicago. I'll probably end up meeting him and a few of the Anwar, Kente, a few of them guys down there in Chicago.
Well, I tell you, Jameson's Steakhouse serves a very good steak. It's not the cheapest place, but it's very good.
Victor Soto Arocha says, hello, greetings from Puerto Rico. Wow.
Yeah.
Now that has a lot in common with the Philippines.
I've
I
never
heard.
been there. Probably he can answer it better than we can. But my brother right now is down in Puerto Rico working on the electrical grid down there.
K.A. says, do women like to
The
cook?
water's here.
Okay. Hey, hon. No, she's not here. Let me
Okay.
get.
See if
No,
I got
you
anything.
no. You stay right there, John.
Yeah,
I
let
can
me
go
see if
this
I
way.
got anything else here. Can you get through there?
Yeah, I can get through here.
Okay. Let's see. We already talked about the Filipino time.
You can just read something off here.
Okay, I think that's what we did.
Did you already fix
Somebody asked me a question.
Okay.
Sounds like you guys have settled for a lower standard of life. We have been here for 41 years and still expect the same quality of life. Well, I'll tell you on that. My quality of life here, there are some inconveniences. I'm not going to, sugarcoat anything or lie to you. But I don't have to work now. And I live pretty much the same lifestyle that I had in the U.S., but I don't have to work. If I was still in the U.S., I would have to work, every day, 12 hours a day. So my standard of living is not much different than it was in the U.S.
Well,
Some inconveniences.
mine is actually
Better?
my quality of life is
Well, and that's true too. I don't have the stress I had.
That's right.
I have a 28-year-old wife. I mean,
Yeah, I don't
my quality
understand
of life
those
is
questions like that. Yeah, if you want a big 80-inch screen TV and all that
mansion, which
foolishness that we left over there, then I guess you would consider that. Stephen Dooling. No, we're not living a lower standard of life. He says, we have been there for 41 years and we still expect the quality lifestyle we're used to and get it. Here, it's all how you approach it. Yeah, and that's right. I approach it, I'm a minimalist, really. You know, we don't miss any creature comforts, but I just don't go, I'm not extravagant over here. Like, I'm not competing against anybody.
Well, I wouldn't extravagant in the U.S. or I would never be able to retire, but there are some inconveniences here. There really are.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, that's true. But what's the point of moving to the Philippines? You know you're going to have some inconveniences. You know it's not home, but you weigh it up. You weigh it up and say, hey, I like this 365 days of sunshine, beautiful women.
I like not having to work, a 60-hour week every week.
That's right.
It's still
like a rock star.
Oh, yes.
Beautiful beaches, once in a
beautiful
lifetime.
women.
You know, $170 rent.
Yeah, mine's down.
$20,000 house.
Mine's down to $110 a month.
Yeah. Courtney Country Traveler says, hey, fellas, love the show. Smoky Mountain Mila says, our province girls more likely to give you the full court press. What do you mean, around the world? They're all going to give you around the world, Smoky Mountain. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
What's he talking about? What do you mean full court press? What do you mean?
I think he means as far as wanting to commit to them, maybe. And yes, they will.
Yeah.
Yes, they will.
Remember the stalker I'm telling you about? She is pure 100% province. Takes baths in the river. Because they don't have running water.
I've been advised not to go to Southern Lady because of an ex. They got a price on my head, and I think it's only about 200 pesos, $4.
Wells Family Journey. He says, hit that like button.
Thank you, Wells.
Come on, guys. Y'all know that helps us. But yeah, them province girls, they're a lot more.
But if you get one that you're compatible with, you're not going to find a better wife. I'll tell you that right now. There's no better.
Well, any of them in the Philippines,
any of them, yes.
Really. And that's the whole point. Find one that you can get along with, that's not too over the top. You know, these established women that Carl Vaughn was talking about, I stay away from them. I don't want nothing to do with them.
But even these established ones, what are they making? $250 a month?
No, I mean the ones that's carrying around. Look like they've already had a foreigner before.
Okay.
Carrying Louis Vuitton purses and
tattoos,
and all that stuff. Yeah.
Or if they smoke.
Yeah, I stay away from that. Pierre Bernard said 29 Celsius is 84 degrees.
Okay.
That's about what it feels like now.
And we always get about 10 degrees with the heat index, so that's 94. I mean, I'm sweating, but it's not horrible.
Nicholas Cherry said, are you still scared of beating your tennis trainer? If he really wants to play, he could beat me, but he says I got a lot of potential.
Well, you probably do. You're in good shape.
I just love to play. If you ever play tennis, it's addicting.
Now, how does your neighbor there? He plays every day. He's probably good for an old. He's old.
No, he's damn good.
And he's like 80 years old.
You can tell he's been playing a
he plays every day.
time.
Yeah, he's been here like 25 years.
He's really good. He's better than me. That's for
really.
Sure. Yeah, but he just can't move
he's
as fast as me. But he knows
how
to.
Yeah, he plays every
his
day.
Technique and all that stuff is better than mine right now.
It'd be nice when
give me a few. We're gonna play today at 3:30.
You gotta stop at the watering hole afterwards. They will. I'll come up.
Yeah, well, I don't go over there because I don't drink.
Well, there's other guys that don't. They'll get a juice or a water.
Well, see, maybe I'll come home and take a shower because he doesn't. He just takes a clean shirt with him. You know, because he can do that. He's
a good guy.
That's why I like the Philippines. Imagine playing an hour and a half of tennis. Then all you do is drive, put on a shirt, and go to the watering hole. Nobody cares. Then they say, "Hey, John, go home and take a shower." They're not going to do it.
But here's the thing. Even if you do take a shower, you put another shirt on, you're already wet again.
Yeah.
Just as long as you're not stinking too bad. How do they name hurricanes and tropical storms? You know, I saw that not too long ago on a guy on YouTube, Westpac, but I forget what he said, how they name them.
Raj Rowland, this is a good question. I did a whole video on this. He says, can you explain why Americans avoid other Americans here in the Philippines? Snub other Americans. We want to be the only American in the room. Yeah.
Well, I tell you though, San Carlos is better than other places I've been. Dumagueti's bad for that, but like I say, in San Carlos, I've met a couple foreigners that want to be left alone. That's their choice, but most of them are really good guys.
I met a black guy here. He was a retired sergeant in the Army, and he didn't want to be bothered.
Well, that's
And
his
I
choice.
said, okay, that's
Yeah,
fine. He
that's his
said
choice.
because he doesn't want anybody to know he's over here. And I'm like, wow. I said, I don't want to live. I don't want to live that. I didn't come here hiding from nobody.
Not me either. And that's something else. We always talk about try not to stick out. Well, we stick out anyway.
Yeah.
But if you really want to be incognito and blend in, go to Dumageddon because there's so many foreigners. Nobody pays no attention to you there.
Hey.
Anywhere in the province, though, everybody's going to know you.
Road to the Philippines. Thanks for that super chat. That's my buddy Dan. He said, love watching the progress of your house. Reminds me of when I was watching mine being built last year on the island of Mindanao. Not seen in person. Oh, okay, yeah. Because it's been a while since you've been over here, hasn't it, Danny? So how big a house did you build over here in Mindanao? Now, I think his girlfriend is fiance is from Davao.
Oh, okay.
I like Davao now.
I've never been there.
Davao's another place. There's a lot of foreigners in Davao, but Davao's bigger, so
I've heard
they're
good
still
things
gonna-
about it. I've just never been there.
it's clean. It's clean like St. Carlos City. It's safe. When I went there, and I haven't been since 2011, but when I went, the taxi drivers were apologizing for the behavior of the taxi drivers in Manila. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Well, that's not their fault.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, when you
Yeah.
get in there, they say you don't have to worry about that. This is the city of law and order.
Well,
Duterte was still the mayor, though.
I mean, this is just my personal opinion. I'd avoid Manila. I don't like big cities that well anyway.
Bobby G says at Calvin, okay, working on it, brother. Okay, for sure. All right, I appreciate it, man. I just want to see some pictures, see what y'all did. China Zoldervolken. He said, how do they name hurricanes and
I don't
tropical
know. I
storms?
forget.
I don't know how they do that. I think it's after women's names, right?
Like I said, I watched the thing on it about 6 months ago, and I forget what he said.
Ingram Davis is on here looking good. What were you and Ingram Davis talking about the other day? Something. Oh yeah, the cost of
Oh,
his.
yeah, medical here. Now, is Ingram coming over again?
Well,
That was the impression I was getting. I hope he does. I want to
They
meet
got what do you call him? What he's going through now?
dialysis.
Yeah, they got dialysis here, but a lot of Filipinos, they don't want to take it. They're superstitious, man. My girlfriend's brother, his wife died. She was 36. It's a sad story. I already told him. I said, "Look, lady, didn't nobody put a curse on you? Your kidneys are bad. You're gonna need that." The doctor told her
She thought it was a curse.
she needed dialysis, so she said, "No, I'm not doing that. It's against my beliefs and everything like
She
that."
paid the price for it, didn't she?
I promise you, about 4 months later, she was dead.
Okay, Calvin, they're going to put up drywall at some point. You're probably just going to get the cement, right?
Yeah, on the wall, but at the ceiling,
Oh,
it's
okay.
going to be
Drywall.
yeah, Jeff. Just the ceiling, and I showed it to you on that last video. Spill the wine. Take that. Says no excuse now for you to say you don't know the language. I know a little bit of it, but remember, I'm not trying to be fluent because then I'm going to hear things that's going to make me mad, make me depressed or whatever. I know it enough to respect.
Well, and
the people.
there's 170 different spoken languages here too.
That's right.
But I would encourage everybody to at least learn a little bit. People get it; they really appreciate you even trying. Say good morning or good afternoon or anything.
I know enough, to be respectful and to show people, hey, I'm trying. Okay.
Okay, China. I don't know how to say the last part.
Wells
Okay,
Family Journey.
let's get him first.
Nice to see y'all live together.
Thank you very much, Wells. We appreciate that. Why would you not want to live in the Philippines like a Filipino? Because they live in poverty. Probably 80% of them, maybe more.
But you can learn what to do and what not to do by watching them. See, I've been watching them ever since I've been over here. And I watch the ones who have money.
But that's a very small percentage.
And what they do with it. Well, the lady across the street. I'm just saying, in this neighborhood, my neighborhood, there's people, middle class. I'm not talking about rich. Yeah. I'm talking about people who have some extra money. Maybe they worked overseas. Maybe they've got a daughter, a family member overseas, send them money. And I see what they do with their money, and that's what I do. I'm not 100%, converted, but it's a lot of things that I eat now that I didn't eat before. that I've tried.
I'm getting better at it.
Yeah, I'm making that exchange, that substitute. Like I don't really buy a lot of Jiffy peanut butter, but they've got something called Lady's Choice. It's just as good. Have you tried that?
I have tried about 6 different peanut butters here. I got one that I like. The rest of them, and for my taste, everybody's taste, they were too sweet. But I had one I really liked. I can't remember what the name of that was. I hate to go back to that again.
Try the Lady's Choice. I promise.
I've got Jif at home right now. That's my favorite, but it's expensive here.
Yeah. Hey, Sam Champion, nice to see you. Mo says, do the women reach menopause sooner than in the West? If so, I would want to go younger so I don't have to go through that ever again. I'm almost certain they do because I had that experience. I'll tell you about the 41-year-old. She was a 9. I'm not going to give any woman a 10. She wasn't perfect, but she was a 9. And 3 years later, I saw her in Ayala Mall in Cebu. And yeah, she was going through menopause. She was really struggling. And she told me. So that would have made her 44. But it's hard to say. I wouldn't ask anybody, hey, are you going through menopause today? But
I agree with him. I went through menopause with my second wife, and it's hell. It really is.
Mark, is it Mark or Mark A. Minister? He says, thanks for the super chat. He said you were both doing a really good job.
Well, thank
you.
We appreciate
informative.
That. I think Calvin's the same as me. We get on here and tell the mistakes we made so you guys don't make the same mistakes.
Yeah, well, that's my whole channel.
Well, that's it. If I can help one person, it's worth it to me.
Adam Chenoweth said, so maybe I'll marry a 98-year-old Filipino
that owns land. Good luck finding that.
That's a good idea. Mofo 9900 said, what's up? China Zalda Vulcan says the 20 peso would be for the witch doctors.
For your bad luck.
For your bad luck.
Or bad back.
For your bad back. Oh, okay.
Well, I'll tell this. I've got one of those 10-inch memory foam. There's a certain kind of foam. My wife knows what I'll have to ask. My back has never felt better. And I've had $5,000 and $6,000 US mattress and box springs. And I used to wake up with a backache every day. Not too long ago, I stayed at a hotel. And it had an American mattress. Oh, I tell you, I slept like a baby. First day I got up, my back hurt a little bit. Second day, I could hardly walk. So there's something.
Where'd you get the memory foam?
We got it, I believe, at Gasano, but it was about $200, and it's that. It's like it's 10 inches.
So you putting it on top of your regular?
No,
mattress?
that's my mattress. Now I felt that one that you have in there. Mine's a lot stiffer than that, but my back does not hurt.
Well, that's because we've been sleeping on that damn thing.
I've been sleeping on mine for 2 years.
Yeah. Let's see. Nicholas Cherry said a Sunshine versus Moonshine wrestling match.
I'd hate to embarrass my friends. We can't do that.
CT Hill, what's up, Calvin and John from here in Albany, Georgia, in the USA. And good evening from here, and good morning to y'all there. Yeah, it's morning here, John. It's what time is it?
10 o'clock?
Yeah. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, which is good. I'm trying to, every time I remember, I try to do that, what they call it, intermittent fasting, but it hardly works with me.
I fast every night when I
can't
sleep.
make it to 12 o'clock.
I hope they have a leveler.
Rams Dodgers fan, I wish I could have made it to the Vegas trip. I went to Vegas in 2006. It was the first trip I ever won as an insurance agent. And I was like the Beverly Hillbillies in Vegas, me and my wife at that time. I mean, we were starstruck. And I lost they gave me money to gamble with, but hell, I had to call back home for some money because we were gambling where I was. She didn't gamble at that time.
Good.
I lost like $1,000 my first night there, man.
Okay. China again, talking about Amish popcorn kernels. I spent 17 years living with the Amish in Holmes County, so I know what you're saying.
Efren Dunlap says, get the lights up, folks. What up, Calvin?
94? Only 94? 200 watching?
Yeah. Rams and Dodgers said those guys that make things without power tools are true crap.
Well, I mean, in the 50s and 60s, that's how they built houses in the U.S. I mean, they built your cabinets and everything.
Yeah. We've just gotten lazy. See,
Yeah.
in America, you don't have to do anything. Everything's done for you. I don't know if that's good or not. We don't hunt anymore, obviously. No,
Come
go.
on, go. You can go. It's okay.
Shy.
Yeah.
That's the type of shy and bashfulness you're
But
going to run into.
I like that, though. I didn't see that in Dumageddon, though.
Yeah. But yeah, you don't have to do anything. You don't even have to think. They think for you over there.
Well, and that's the thing. Labor's so expensive, they have to do it more efficiently. Here, the labor's cheap.
Jay Davis says, I can't tell you two apart. Y'all
I can't
Filipinos look the same to me.
He said that once before. I think that's pretty good. I love that.
Yeah. How much are those Parkman fight tickets? Well, I know. Now, I don't know about Parkman fight tickets, but I know if you go to Cebu, to the waterfront, it's $5. 250 pesos to get in. Those are real fights. Hey, Teddy Bird, thanks for the super sticker.
Appreciate it.
Mary Beth Yang says, I'm his one and only wife. So who are you talking about? Is that Ingram Davis's wife?
No, I don't. Well, I don't think so. She's Joanne, I think.
Marquez Dillon says, when I'm in the Philippines and I need money, I send myself money to Cebuana. Cheaper than getting money from the ATM. Absolutely.
It is, and I do that, but even I have not explored all options, and my bank's a little kind of screwed up on some of the things that I can't send bank to bank and other things. But it costs me $40 a month to send myself money, and that's the cheapest.
But you
way I
only
found
do
so
it
far.
one time.
I do it, yeah.
That's the key. If you're going to send yourself, don't nickel and dime, because running back and forth to the ATM or even to Cebuana, it's going to add up, guys. So just go ahead. If you think you're going to need $1,500, send the $1,500, pay the $30 or $40 one time. Save yourself some time and money.
But when my visa runs out, that's one of the things I'm going to do when I'm back in the U.S. is get this all straightened out. I thought I had everything straightened out, but I don't. Hello.
Mayan Buntag.
Well, guys, we just had about 5 of the most beautiful young Filipinos walk by here. That's all I can say.
They were scared at first, and I don't know why they were scared. They're way out there on the street.
I know,
they were afraid to.
I think they thought we were filming.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think.
Yeah. But yeah, you see my bank, I got the same bank as John, but but my bank in America allows me to transfer money.
Mine didn't, and they told me they did until I got here, and I found out no. Just in the U.S. they'll do it.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Jage, for that super chat. He said today would be a good day for Thai food.
Any day is a good day for that.
I tell you what, it's one thing I miss in America, and Chinese food. Of course, we've Americanized it, but I love that General Tso chicken. Oh my God!
But I never had good fried rice till I came here. I love it. I made it here, but in the U.S., I didn't like it.
In Louisville, Kentucky, we got a 5-star. I mean, it's actually a 5-star Chinese restaurant. It's called the Oriental House out on Shelbyville Road. Out there in the hanky-panky place where they live. And it's owned by, Chinese. I mean, the food is delicious. Everything's delicious. The fried rice, it makes you bite your fingers, guys. But yeah, they make homemade. See, everything over here, they make from scratch.
Well, I say the fried rice here, I love it.
When Sam Champion sent me that Balikbayan box, and you got macaroni in the box, everything's processed in America. She had trouble. She had trouble with it. I had to help her, because one cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of butter. Well, they don't do that over here.
And if they do use measurements, it's all metric measurements. So
yeah, and they do it, all by eye.
Okay, that's Ingram's girlfriend using her mother's phone.
Oh, okay.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, here they are again. Hello.
Oh, they're looking for someone.
Not looking for me, are you?
Okay. Moochie T says Philippines is at the top of countries who have won Miss World competition. Yeah, and Miss Universe. They love the
And
kind of
that's
stuff.
a big deal here.
I'm just trying to bring some fun to people because we're basically self-quarantined.
Yes, we are.
If you dirty puppy comes on here, we've got a reservation for Monica's for, I know his family's going today, September the 16th. But she wants us to send 1,000 pesos Gcash. I don't have Gcash, so I don't know how we're going to do that. Hey, Daryl Fulmore, thanks for that super chat. He said, thanks, you fellas, for all the help and information. Truly will help in my future plans moving there in the next few years. Yeah, you got a few more years to ball out of control over at Daryl. We just bought that 2021 Nissan Rogue.
Oh, okay.
It probably costs more than my house.
Isn't that something you can get a house here, built here cheaper than you can buy a car in the U.S. or here for that matter?
Yeah, well, yeah. Because how much did you pay for your car, John?
It ended up being $13,200 if I ever get to $1,500.
But I mean, you know, without that, because they haven't given it back.
No, they haven't given it back.
Well, how much did you?
It'd be $1,500 more, so that'd be $14,700.
Yeah, you can build a house over here for that, and the land. If you move to where your girlfriend lives.
Well, that's all squatters there. I could build a house.
Yeah.
And just build it there. Of
Yeah.
course, you can get kicked out at any time.
Yeah. See, that's why when people say, well, how much is the land there? I never tell them because it won't help you any. It depends on, it's like a budget. Depends on where you live, you know, how big of a lot do you want? You know, is it in the city? Is it in the province? Is it in the municipality? City going to cost more.
But with province, you're not going to have electricity or internet. So, I mean,
depending on what province you live in.
Yes, and where you live in the province.
You will, because now, okay, my son's mother, they finally have electricity, but there's no running water. They live so far up in the mountains, okay? It's just, you know, but it's cheaper. Frank Ellis said, I'm still searching for the cheapest way to send myself money. What is it? I have to find out by the time I leave the matrix. Well, if you just do it one time, because they're all going to charge you. Even when I transfer from bank to bank, they charge me.
I have a thing I'm working on now, and if it works out, I will come on. I'll share that with you later, but I have not done it yet.
But see, I'm transferring. They're going to charge you for that wire transfer. My bank does, you know. They're charging me for that. And
but are they getting you on the exchange rate, or are they charging you to transfer it?
No, they're charging me to transfer it. And then over here, they're getting me on the exchange rate. Like you said, PNB charges like a quarter of a peso.
But Western Union charges me 3/4 of a peso. So,
and that's cheap because Remitly is like $1 and something.
Yeah. Kyle Devin, they're scared of Johnny Holmes. Oh, well, I think they are.
Rory Bellamy says, please bring me one.
Bring one on to say hello. They're too shy. Yeah, they're not going to do it.
They were afraid to walk past my gate.
Because they saw us.
Give them my number, little John.
I'll tell you what, dude.
No.
The women here are beautiful.
But see, here's the thing. Don't ever do that, guys. If you come over here, you get the Filipinos number.
But
tell them what, John.
But I will also say give them your number because they have two different.
No, you want their number because if you give them theirs, they're gonna have 2 or 3 different loads, and then they may not have money to call you.
I've had problems not being able to call them because I didn't know you have different loads for different phone services. You had different phone services.
What? Then you can buy you another SIM card and load.
Well, that's true.
They can. So
but I'd say give it to them also.
If you don't hear from them, that it's not because they're not interested.
That's right.
They probably don't have a load, or they probably you got Globe and they got Smart. Let's see who this is. Hey, Shireen, it's Happiness. Thanks for that super chat.
That's my friend. I met him in Lapu Lapu. I tell you, we had a good time. I can't wait till you get back. He said, buy me a beer.
He says, hi, guys. Good morning from Germany. Wow. Yeah. Buy John a beer and invite your lady for lunch or dinner, man. See you guys. Take care.
Now, he loves street food and only ate street food. He didn't die. I eat street food. I get sick. I
eat street food every now and then, but it's cooked to a crisp, though. Thank you, sharing and happiness. He's coming from Germany. Wow.
Yeah, like I said, I met
That's
him
far
down in
away.
Lapu.
Yeah, but Frank, when the thing about it is, it all could be cheap if you just do it one time, but you're not gonna be able to do it with the ATM because you can only get out 10,000 most places. BPI is 20. So you're gonna go back and forth to get that type of money. Hey, John Gomez, thanks for the super chat. He said, I will watch the replay, fam. Hello, NTZ. Okay, thank you,
John.
brother. Hon, can you give me another drink before you leave, please? Who is this? Geechee Lion says that Levon White, that is true about the bean pie made here in Chicago. I was in Memphis almost a month, about to go back working on the new Imperial Brown album. Okay, I try to do karaoke every night. Well, it's popular here.
I gotta ask, what's the bean pie? Because I've never had one. I like beans.
Yeah, it's a bean pie.
Is it sweet?
Yeah, sweet.
Oh, okay.
It's a pie. It's something that a lot of the Muslims, that's the only ones I know who sell them. They've got the recipe for it. My barber in Louisville, Kentucky, I bought one from him because in my mind, I'm thinking a bean pie. But when I bought it, man, it became my favorite, man. I could eat one now. Yeah. Hollywood Baby said, what's the maximum amount of money you can send yourself so you don't get nickeled and dimed on the fees? Well, with me, bank transfer, I can transfer up to $5,000 a day. Now, that's a lot.
Day? See, my bank, I can only do $2,500 a week.
Yeah, I can do $5,000.
So you got to check all that stuff before you come. I knew it was $2,500, so I figured that's
that would cover me. But hell, I can't send. I don't have 5,000 to send every day, but it's good to know
if you have to.
Yeah, if I have to.
See, I started in January, sending myself $2,500 a week to save up for a car, and it took me till June.
It depends. So make sure you check with the remittance place. A lot of times, what is it with Western Union? 2,000 or something.
I don't know what, but they also have a limit.
They got a limit.
So it's.
And then they'll have a limit. Remitly has a limit, like every day, then every 6 months. So if you overdo that limit while you're here, you won't be able to do it with them anymore.
Yeah, then you got a problem.
Yeah, but bank to bank is usually pretty good.
Well, we'll talk on this. 10,000 is the maximum you can bring into the country, and that includes all pocket change and everything else. A expat, I think he's down in Minden now. He had like 10,200, and it turned into a big deal when he went back to the U.S. Homeland Security got a hold of him, wanted to know where all that money was coming from. So don't bring more than 10,000.
Yeah, I wouldn't anyway, because I tell you what, if they take your money here, you're liable. You're probably not gonna get it back.
Probably right.
If you do, it's going to be something missing. That's why I tell guys, don't send any big packages by the U.S. Postal Service. Use either ballot buying box. They can wait for 3 months. They enjoy it. You send somebody at post office, they're not going to get it, more than likely. If you send it FedEx, it doesn't go everywhere.
Well, and Sam Chapman, our champion, sent us some stuff, and I thought the postage was outrageous, and then I had to pay a couple bucks import fee.
Yeah, you got to pay the customs. That's customs,
which
John.
I don't think they opened it. How they come up with the 160 pesos?
Scott Triplett said, I bring paper checks, deposit in dollar account. 3 to 4 weeks later, I can move to peso account if exchange is favorable. That's a good idea. John was telling me that I should get a peso account. Well, I got a peso account, get a dollar account.
That's what I'm looking into. My bank charges $500 to open one. I'm going to do that. I think that might cut my fees down. We'll see. And if it does, I'll let you guys know.
But see, one thing about Marcus Dillon said he like John, I like the Filipino food better than Chinese food. Filipinos don't get the credit they deserve. But remember, it depends on who's cooking the food.
I agree.
And where you're going. Because first of all, my girlfriend can cook, good. And then her mother can cook. So I like Filipino food, but my son's mother could not cook, and we used to get Tom and Jerry all the time because I wouldn't eat that stuff. It looks like slop to me, and it wasn't
in the case of my wife, she came from a small fishing village. They were poor. They ate rice, They ate fish, they ate bread. That was it. So she always said, "Tell me what you want me to make, and I'll do it. I'll do whatever you want." So yeah, it's a learning thing. But she's got some things now that she makes that I really enjoy.
But for people to say that the food over here is not good, maybe you didn't eat the right place. If you go to Mawani, the hotel,
But that's not Filipino food, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying.
Western.
It's more wet. It's very good.
I'm not a fan of the food here. I mean, I've said that before. Calvin likes a lot better than I do, but I'm getting better and I'm trying more things. Except for
Daryl Foremore says $28,000 was the price
for what?
For that Nissan Rogue he bought. Wow, that's a lot.
God.
But he got a low interest rate.
But he could build a house and a half here.
Yeah,
or a very nice house.
Marcus Dillon says Ponzi charges 3 to 5. Yeah, but you got to understand they get you on the exchange rate though.
Liquor license. John drinking Gatorade. No, I'm drinking some Indian tonic water.
Clayton Murray says, I get my package checked and registered upon arrival by the Filipino Pete. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't understand. But I would, if I want to send a big package over, I'm going to do it the ballot bang.
Oh, yeah, that's the only way to do it.
It's a one price, one size fits all. Fill up that box. That stuff that Sam Champion sent us, we still got a lot. And we gave half of it to Donna and baby Denise. If we'd have kept both of those boxes, that food would have lasted us a year. We still got stuff in there we still haven't made. Ravioli. They love the hot sauce. It's gone. They love the Heinz ketchup. It's
now,
one is gone.
We can get Heinz ketchup here, though. It's expensive, but we can get it.
But it evidently doesn't taste the same.
Really?
She loves it.
I've got it here, and I think it's same. It's imported. Now, the Filipino ketchup is a banana ketchup, and it's way too sweet for me.
CT Hill says, I noticed the house that you're having being built looks good so far, Calvin, and do you know when the construction will be done? Well, according to the engineer, he said 3 months if the weather permits, because
the weather's been pretty good.
Well, the other day it was raining cats and dogs.
Yeah, I was gone that day. I was down in the village. It didn't rain. That's only 24 kilometers from here. It did not rain a bit.
Crazy, and I taking a picture. I mean, she cleaned my shoes now, but the mud was this thick. Hey, Daryl, thanks for that super chat. He said, wifey sends this super chat for you to sing live a little for Moonshine Shoulders.
Sing it. He's a good singer.
You Moonshine.
Oh, you don't want to hear me sing.
Happy hour.
You don't want to hear me sing.
Do not let it go.
What about Tabasco hot sauce?
Well, they got that here.
You can find it some places, yes, some places no.
You can find that in places like
Dumaguete.
But most of the hot sauce tastes like that here. It don't have no taste. It's just hot.
It's not that good. Yeah, it's not that good.
Wells Family Journey says the wife wants to try and visit in January. That might be my way to get in quicker. Oh, absolutely. You're going to be able to get in if your wife comes because you can use the ballot ban. It's exempt from all that stuff, guys. If you married to a Filipino or you got a Filipino child and you got proof, the marriage certificate, the birth certificate, you can get in with the ballot ban visa. It's exempt.
But you still got to probably do the swab test and be quarantined, don't you?
Well, you're going to be quarantined and all that anyway. But, I mean, you're going to get in. That's nothing. How many these guys you think wouldn't mind doing a quarantine and swab test to get in here right now?
Well, let's talk to Phil Cooper. How bad was it?
Well, going out. He hasn't come back yet.
That could be coming in, too.
But, I mean, hell, just to get in there, John.
Oh, I agree.
What?
I'll be more than happy to do it.
Yeah, that's nothing. Smoky Mountain Mila says, can you send a ballot ban box for a pickup at the local shipper before you have a local address? Now, you're going to want that address, Smoky Mountain Mila. Don't send it without that address because they wouldn't get it, and they'd love to keep that box. It's like Christmas, and Sam Champion will tell you that. He says, Sam Champion says, Cal, we'll send more Frank's hot sauce in the next shipment. Yeah, thank you, because that big one you sent me, I thought I was gonna have that for a while. They tasted and loved
I love it.
Gone.
Now, one thing I would recommend to everybody is to get a postal ID. Yeah, it only cost, I think it was 600 pesos, $12.
If you're gonna be over here.
Yeah, if you're going to be over here for a while. That's the most recognized ID in the Philippines.
I'm gonna do a video on travel insurance, guys. It's important. Do I need travel insurance when I'm coming to the Philippines? Absolutely, you do. Now, for some reason, we don't, and I'm gonna go into that. But there's 3 reasons why you should. The longer your trip, if you got a long trip, which of course coming over here is a long trip.
It is a long trip.
If an expensive trip, it's expensive to come here. Basic. If you're going like to Vegas or something like that, and if you got a lot of prepaid expenses, hotel, non-refundable expenses, guys. You want that travel insurance, and it's cheap. The average cost is $111, but if you're over 40, goes up a little bit more. If you're over 60, a little bit more. But guys, don't skip that when you come to the Philippines. Now, anywhere else, maybe, because it covers a lot of things that you may face over here. A terrorist attack in your destination city, weather, problems that would cancel your trip or your reservations, mandatory evacuations, from a hurricane or natural disaster. See, these stuff that may affect you in the Philippines.
Well, and it depends on where you go. If you go on the eastern side of any of the Philippines, I think you're in danger of hurricanes or typhoons, they call them here.
But 10%, according to the United States Travel Insurance Association, only 10%. I was shocked at this. 10% of people who travel for leisure buy that travel insurance. Now, this was pre 9/11. After 9/11, it's 30%, but that's still a small percentage, man. I mean, we just don't do it because we say, we don't need it. It covers a lot of stuff. Hey, Sean Statzer, he says, I plan to work on naturalization in 6 years. I will not be retired, as I will still be working our businesses. I was told that the Philippines would require me to have 20 or 50,000 for the time.
But I think you have to be able to prove $1,000 pension. It has to say pension, nothing else. See, I don't have any pension, so I don't even qualify for that.
Yeah. Well, there's like 4 different ones. If you're under 50, it's that 20 or 50,000. I don't think you have to show any kind of pension, but your deposit is higher.
Yeah.
But you can go online and look at that. But if you're 50 and over, you do have to show that at least 1,000. But then they've got that military.
The military one, if I was if I was a vet, that's what I would probably try for.
Yeah, but that's just like me saying, hell, if I was white, I'd run for president. You're not a vet. So there's no sense in throwing that out there.
Well, I think it's a pretty good deal. 1,900, what does it come up to?
But I'm saying, John, you're not a vet.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Marquez Dillon says LBC has a 2-week box, so the box doesn't take a month if you need to send rush job. Yeah, somebody sent me a book the other day, LBC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it got here quick. I was shocked.
And how much was that?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't
have
ask
it on
him.
front. Well, I thought it was on the outside.
But
probably
I was
more than what the book cost.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He wrote the book. He gave me a signed autographed copy of a book. That was nice of him, one of my subscribers. But I was like, it got here the next day. So I'm pretty sure he paid something for it. China's Auto Vulcan, which is better in the Philippines, salami or sausage? I've only had sausage. I haven't had salami here.
You can get that in Dumaguete or Bacolod or Manila. Here we can't get either one. No, we can't get American breakfast. Well, at McDonald's you can get American breakfast sausage.
Now remember at Mike's Beer and
maybe there. Yeah, I have not been back down there. So
he's got real stuff over there. Now in Dumagetti, like you said, they've got that meat place. Did you ever been there?
I've been there. Bell Check, I think is the name of it. It's expensive, but
Yeah.
you can get
You get whatever.
bratwurst and
It's a popular place too with foreigners. Okay. Zunnen says, don't need insurance. It's a scam. Nothing going to happen to you. Yeah. But you got to realize there's something else that I'm going to put on that video. 1 in 6 people who get travel insurance file a claim.
sick. How much?
1 in 6. Yeah.
I always go self-insured,
17%.
but that's just me, and I've
17%.
got quite a bit saved up to be able to cover that. That's just me.
Yeah. But see, I'm just saying travel insurance. It covers a lot.
Kyle Dedman, do they have an SR there in San Carlos? No. The
No.
closest one I know of is in Cebu. There's none in Bacolod. I don't think there's one in Dumagetti either. But Cebu's only, when the country's open, is only like
2.5 hours,
3 hours.
It's not far. You ride the Fast Cat Ferry for 45 minutes to Toledo, then you catch the van for another hour and a half.
Or you can go to the terminal here, get on the bus. They'll drive you down.
Yeah.
The bus goes on the ferry, and you just keep going.
Yeah. I don't like that one, though, because if it's hot, because now they've got, believe it or not, if you travel now in some areas, there's a no aircon policy because of the COVID.
Oh,
See,
I didn't know
they say
that
that you can catch COVID in an air-conditioned place. So people are burning up on those buses. Hey, Eric Terry.
Get him. Liquor license. John, how fast you drive your new car? The speed limit on the national highway or the nautical highway here is 100 kilometers an hour or 60 miles an hour. I don't hardly get over 40 or 50. It's just too dangerous.
Hazel Espinola says, mega love shout out. Sir. Okay. What's up, Eric Terry? Smoky Mount Mila said, my SRV is a 10,000 plus 1,400 fees, non-military with proof of pension plus background check, fingerprints, and birth certificate. All of it has to be apostled by your state government. Now, does apostled mean the same thing as?
See, I don't know what that is. I never heard of that until recently.
I think it's the same as
background
notary.
Is
that the same?
I thought you had to go to through the FBI to get that. I don't know.
Well, the FBI is going to do the background check.
But as far as those fingerprints, I've had my fingerprints taken over here when I was getting my driver's license about 4 times. Clayton Murray's I'm hiding my sausage when I get there. It's a game. That's funny.
But yeah, in San Carlos City, there's a place here called Mike's Beer and Burgers. Yeah,
I need to go back there. I only went there once.
It's carry out now, but I like it. I really like it. You can get real hot dogs, real tacos, real burgers. And I was shocked. I mean, the food is good.
I think we said this last time, but the hot dogs here, they all come in cellophane. So don't make the mistake I did of throwing them all in water, then wondering, what's going on here. You have to cut off the plastic casing before you cook them.
Sean Statzer says, Calvin, have you considered selling produce internationally? This would employ many Filipinos. The Philippines is the number one coconut producer in the world. I haven't. Now, I know that they've got a visa that if you employ 10 Filipinos full time, you get a lifetime visa.
They got a lot of different visas. One of his neighbors, of course, came here 25 years ago, and he was a mining engineer. He got like a 13C where people with certain talents could come into the country. I don't even know if they do that anymore.
Here, Terry said, yes, it's the same as a notary. So apostle, it's the same.
We got Juan Torres there. John, straight up G, keep it up, John. Thank you. He's got my back, and I'm glad somebody does.
Yeah, apostle is a fancy way of saying certifying your information, Calvin. Yeah, like notarizing, I guess. Roy Jones says, I had fingerprints all over her. Clayton Murray says, Sean wants you to export coconuts, Calvin. Is it a goal? No, I wouldn't. I didn't come over to work. Did you?
I did not.
That's why I tell people, look at that cat trying to reach for something over there.
That's going after something.
Smart. Look at it. Yeah. That's why I tell people, why would you come over here to start a business? You got to work.
Well, and that's especially the sorry stores. All your girlfriends, family, let's have a sorry store. I always tell them, I can smoke cigarettes and drink at home and make more money. You're going to that sorry store. Resorts are the next one. I see so many of them driving around that they can't make any money.
Yeah. It's so hard because they've got the mentality here. It's just like in America when you see somebody with a janitorial company.
Everybody
a
I think it's
barber
worse here for
shop,
that, though.
or a landscaping business, really just cutting grass. You got this big long trailer carrying around a couple of lawnmowers, but they got that bad over here. If they see you doing something, they're gonna copy it. And then you got 1,000 people doing the same thing.
I wonder why they're not making any money. Rams and Dodgers fan. Hey, Calvin and John, given the culture, if I was up front that I wasn't looking for a serious relationship, but not totally against it, would be hard to get a woman to date. You are going to cut down some of the women that will go out with you, but I would say, please be honest. Don't try to play games that won't end up good for you. That's all I'm going to say.
But if you're going to only be here for 2 weeks,
don't come here. Go north.
No. I'm saying if you're only going to be here for 2 weeks, everything goes. You're going to win.
Well, yeah, because you can escape.
Yeah. The longer that you stay here, the more likely she's going to win, and all those games aren't going to work. But if you're just going to be here for 2 weeks, yeah, you're going to win. You could, tell her anything, and a lot of guys do that.
And I think that's one of the things that gives foreigners a bad name.
Well, yeah, we've got a bad name no matter what.
But we deserve when guys play those games, we deserve it.
You got to prove yourself otherwise. Our reputation is shot over here. And it's only when you prove yourself otherwise do they roll out that red carpet for you. Sam Champion said that Truman Lucci, many in the States, bro, no divorcing in the Philippines if things don't work out. Yeah, but over here, if things don't work out, separation is divorce over here, John.
I agree.
I promise you it is. There's no coming back, Now, you was talking about today about a guy.
A foreigner, Calvin knows him. He met him this morning. I hope I got this right. I believe he said it cost 350,000 pesos in 4 years for him to get an annulment for his girlfriend. It's going to be his wife. And he said the guy never showed up to court, so there was no problems. What if there's problems? What if he goes there and says, no, I don't want it?
Yeah, it's going to cost you more.
I think
and
so.
You may have to bribe him, because I had a friend in Cebu who went through that. He ended up paying 40,000 pesos to the ex to get him to cooperate, because a lot of times you can't find them.
Well, that was the case here, but he said that they never did find him, but everything went through good.
They'll show, a lot of times once they find out that she's dating a foreigner, they'll show up out of the clear blue sky.
Well, that's one thing. My wife has never met her father. I'm waiting for the day that he finds out she got a rich foreigner and comes around. We'll have fun.
AC King said, hey, guys, if I was coming over there and had an extra large empty suitcase, what should I fill it with? Just different stuff like that. Yeah, but I mean stuff that he probably needs.
Oh, okay.
I would put me some nice, breathable shirts.
Clothes and shoes.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the stuff for sale here are
lotion, because the lotion is expensive. The real good lotion. What do you call that? Sunscreen.
If you use sunscreen, it's hard to find here, especially if you get in the province. But I would say shoes and clothes are especially if you're like 6'4", you ain't gonna find nothing here to fit you.
Unless you're in Manila.
I wear size 9.5. I can't find them here in San Carlos. We went to Bacolod. I could only get 10s, no 9.5.
China's older book and says, "Where's the most organized traffic in the Philippines?" Yeah,
it ain't here.
You're not gonna find it.
It ain't here.
In those big cities, they got lights, but
that's the thing. San Carlos, I think, I've only seen 4 or 5 stop signs. So you come up these intersections, who has right away?
Yeah.
And now driving the national highway, after I get out of San Carlos and go to Valley Hermosa and back, it's not too bad except for at night when nobody has their lights on.
Frank Ellis said no expat should ever go to the Philippines and work for Filipino wages.
Well, you won't want
madness.
to. Yeah.
There's no way you wouldn't last a day.
You want $10 a day for a 12-hour day? I don't.
That's if you're lucky.
If you're lucky, yeah, it might be $5 a day.
Yeah,
might be 2.
Who do you know is earning 500 pesos a day? That's a lot. Yeah, you damn near have to be a doctor.
Well, doctors only make, I think, starting out $1,000 a month, up to $2,000 if you're a specialist. That's for a doctor.
What is China's older brother say? Is your license of Tootsie Pop?
What?
I
Seriously,
don't know what he's talking
I
about.
don't either. But it's funny.
Gabriel DeMoody says, how about condoms? It's hard to find. Bring your own.
I
BYOC.
would agree with that because I saw on the Filipino news, I don't know, it's been about 6 months ago, that in Vietnam, they were taking used condoms, washing them, and reselling them.
My God.
Oh, no.
What was that in Thailand?
That was in Vietnam, is where I saw that.
Retired
Of course,
29 says,
I saw it on the internet. Is it true?
Retired 29 says, Calvin, how do we send gift packs to you? In your area, somewhere there's a ballot buying place.
I never heard of them until last year.
Because especially if Filipinos or any Asians live where you live, ask them, and you can usually just send a ballot buying box. I think Sam Champion said it cost him $75 or $80 to send it. And you fill it all the way up.
And he paid more than that for 3 small jars of seasoning and a couple shirts.
So, retire 2019. That would be the best way to do that. Otherwise, it's going to cost you a fortune.
Chocolate's a biggie here, but when you get here, you got to have a refrigerator put in or it melts. The chocolate that is here is very expensive, and they have Cadbury, but other than that, they really don't have much.
It's best to bring some chocolate with you.
They
love milk chocolate.
I had one suitcase that was 50 pounds. I filled it with chocolate. I went to Walmart and got the big pound bars for like $2. They went nuts over it here.
Yeah, they love that. You're going to be a star.
Yes, that's a luxury they don't get here.
Scott Triplett says carpenters on Mindanao get $500 per day if you feed them $600 if not. Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot, but they don't get that
10
here.
to $12 a day.
Yeah.
And they probably work 10-hour days. Oh, he however you say him, Marquez, Dylan.
Manila hard to find extra large even in the Mall of Asia. Yeah. Well,
Also,
extra large is not extra large.
Well, they have two sizes here. They have the Asian size. They have the Western size. So, and you don't know if you buy online, if you're going to get the Asian size, which would be too small for you, or the U.S. size.
I'm just doing this because I want y'all to see. These are the T-shirts that Vixen's vlog and her husband Leslie sent me. These are real extra large, and these are
Western
really
size.
nice shirts. They're called 32 Cool shirts. You know, they absorb the sweat and everything. I mean, these are the nicest shirts I've got right now. I ride my bike. I can do anything in these shirts, but you're not going to find these over here.
Oh, TJ says you can go SNR. We don't have an SNR here. Like I say, Cebu's the only one. I never even knew about SNR until I got here. A lot of the expats here used to go over to Cebu and get stuff.
He says, you don't want to carry a 50-pound suitcase of condoms. He said condoms. Condoms, not chocolate.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, retired 2019. You're not gonna have any problems finding a ballot buying place in North Carolina because a lot of Filipinos live in North Carolina. My son's mother lives in Raleigh.
Oh, he said sorry, chocolate. He didn't mean condoms.
Oh, okay.
50 pounds
Just
of
waking
condoms.
up, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Okay, Daryl Foreman said SNR's in Iloilo City also. Probably in all the expat alley.
And there may be one there. Like I say, I looked on our island. There's none on our island that I could find.
Yeah. But Iloilo's on a different island.
Yeah.
It's not on this island.
Now, I did find they started building one in Bacolod, but then the pandemic came and I think I quit. I quit.
Clayton Murray says the condom should be single use only unless you're going to run the gauntlet of gonorrhea. But really, they don't require them over here unless you want to wear them.
Yeah, well, and I would recommend wearing one.
Yeah, when you first get over here, I'm saying. You don't wear one now, do you?
I never did at all, but I'm an old man.
I never did.
If I get it and die, I don't care.
And that's crazy, though.
Retired. Okay, he's Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay, Calvin, if you come to Raleigh, North Carolina, let me know. Dinner's on me. Oh, I won't be coming there. That's where she lives. But
What
it'd
about
be
me?
nice.
Retired? I might come down.
It'd be
I lived in Statesville for a while.
now, to be honest with you. Okay, we split up in 2012, and then when I came back, we came back here to. She came from Raleigh to the Philippines. I came from the United States, Philippines. We met up. She wanted to, get back together, but I didn't.
Liquor license. John never did it all. I'm not surprised. Well,
Yeah.
live on the edge once in a while.
Let's see. Truman Lucci says, my girlfriend lives in the mountains. In the rainy season, the roads are very muddy. Can you get a good vehicle in the Philippines for this?
You can get a Suzuki Jimny. They're 4-wheel drive. I think they're about 1.1 million, which would be what, like
30,000.
yeah.
Yeah.
They also have but I don't think they're all-wheel drive. You can get one, and they're not really that expensive.
Yeah, but now, how far up in the mountains is that? Because you may need a certain type of motorcycle to get up there.
Oh yeah, if it's too bad.
Yeah, TJ Johnson said, I ran out of condoms in Makati once and found a guy who could same day deliver me magnums.
They didn't come from Vietnam, did they? You can answer that one better than I can.
What if you go without condoms with AIDS and other sexual diseases? Not a problem in the Philippines.
He did video on it.
Yeah, but Philippines has one of the fastest growing AIDS epidemics in all of Asia, but it's mostly 80% of the cases are men.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because of
the lady
the
boys.
gays, the gays. But yeah, you're taking a big chance. But I'm saying,
I've mostly been in the province with province girls. I don't know. You still take a chance.
Yeah, you're taking a chance because they got a lot of other things. They got the UTI, then they got warts. Because a guy, one of my subscribers, I'm talking about, he spent, in my opinion, a fortune already. He hasn't even been over here yet. Sending these girls money, sending them to the doctor. And I'm like, man, why would you do that?
Yeah, because next week it might be null and void.
Yeah. Not only that, but there's no telling when you're going to get in here. That's waste of money, but it's his money.
Yeah, I'd wait till I got here, too.
Yeah. Scott Triplet says, Enforcer Mitsubishi 300 pickups under 1 million.
Hey, there probably
That's
are.
a lot.
Well, those Ford Raptors, they're 2 million. They're 4-wheel drive.
Adam Chenwood said, hey, John, I commented on an old YouTube asking you about new constructions. Are new apartments being built with soundproofing or quality materials, or can you hear everything your neighbors are doing?
Okay.
I can't hear anything there.
I live in an apartment building. I was the only one that lived there for a long time because the rent was 7,000 pesos a month. They lowered it to 5,500 pesos, $110 a month. Now there's 4 or 5 families in there. I was surprised by how soundproof it is. I don't hear my neighbors.
Yeah. Maybe because of
cement.
Yeah, that's cement.
With the what do they call it?
If you get real quiet, like in the early morning or something, sometimes you can hear it.
Richard Cage still can't get rid of them damn things. Awards.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, but I would say, remember, I'm giving y'all my experience. I would take the girl to the doctor, man. That way you won't have to worry about that, but we don't do it.
And in hindsight, I agree with that 100%. I read where 60% of Filipinos have at least one parasite worm. And, there's hepatitis and everything else. So it's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Clayton Murray said, depends on where you're dipping your goose at Pierre Bernard, but it pays to wrap it or else. Yeah, I would say, especially when you first come over, but you're going to have hot pants syndrome, guys. And then when I'm telling you, when you see that video, when I said the other day, the video I was doing, the prostitution is illegal video. Did you see the girl that walked by the traffic enforcers?
No,
when she's waiting for you at the airport and you don't have condoms, you're not going to want to do it. But It's just something, man. You gotta be careful.
I ain't afraid of no worms.
AC King says, why should you level of caution be any different in the Philippines than it is anywhere else?
And I agree 100%.
Condoms until a doctor confirms she's disease-free. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's what I'm saying, though,
I can't
AC
disagree with
King.
that.
He's right, but see, the problem is, John, is we throw all of that common sense out the window
Well, I
when
know
we
I
come over
did.
here.
I did.
You know, he's exactly right, but that's what we do. That's our problem. Man, once you get over here and you see what's waiting for you over here, man, you're going to forget all about that stuff. And she's going to, say, hey, I'm clean. Don't you trust me, John?
No, I agree. I agree with it. I didn't do it, but I agree.
So you don't trust me? That's what they're going to say.
I say trust but verify. But actually, the way I would play, I'd say, yeah, but you don't know me. I'm worried about me. You're not my first girlfriend.
Get all that done.
I just want to make sure
But get all
I'm
that
okay.
done before you come over here. 2 days before your plane leaves, send her 500 pesos to go to the doctor. Have her give it to you.
And how are you going to make sure she does?
She's going to have to send that back.
Okay, she goes to the local print shop, gives them 100 pesos, and they'll print it up for you.
You don't want to.
I mean,
that either.
I would go
but
with
no,
it.
no, they're going to have a real one. They're not going to print that up because she's going to be embarrassed to go over here.
Not if her brother works there.
Marquez Dillon says a condom can break, John.
Yes, it could. Yes, it could. I know one expat here that for years he thought the pull-out method would work. Now he's a proud father. Clayton Murray, those parasitic worms, from what I've read, see, my wife's brother got one attached to his liver, so he had all kinds of problems with it.
Said they're straight out of the movie.
Well, from what I've read, because that's when I started researching it, a lot of Filipinos don't have them for 30 years in their intestines, no problems. They don't even know they have them. It's a problem if they attach to a vital organ like your heart, your liver, your brain, and then you got a big problem.
Yeah. TJ Johnson says some of these girls, especially in the squatters era, are lower, start effing at 12 to 14 because the PH government don't give
too, though.
a fudge sickle about sex ed. But see, he's exactly right. See, I was telling him that's how it is in the province. They start early. And
well, the age of consent in the province is actually 12, but there's stipulations. Don't go thinking you're going to do anything with a 12-year-old.
That's only because it's on the book. It's still in the law books, but there's laws here, John.
But it also says that you cannot be, I think, more than 7 years older than the 12-year-old. I mean, they got all these different.
But not only that, they passed the anti-child abuse law that says it's illegal to have sex with any child under 18. Even though that 12 consent is still on the books, technically on the books, you can't. It's not the age of consent.
Liquor license. My pull-out game is world class, Olympic class. Well, in a couple of years, when I see you being a proud father, I'll congratulate you.
Sean Statzer says, I fish and I'm an outdoorsman. I fit right in the Philippines more than the USA, as they are like-minded as me. Yeah, they love the outdoors here.
Yeah.
I don't see a whole lot of recreational fishing, but
I have seen zero. Now, I see kids down at our boulevard. We have a small boulevard here. It was pretty nice until pandemic shut it down. I'd see kids fishing there, but they're going to catch something to eat and go, take it home and cook it.
Smoky Mountain Modler says, fear may be the man killer. Baron Harkoman proved that wrong.
I don't know who
Pierre Bernard said, if you're not visiting as a John, I would think the cool move would be to go to the doctor with her and take the test as well so she knows you're healthy too.
Absolutely.
And you want to take a test before you come over here anyway. You want to be in good shape over here, man, because they're never going to say no. And if you're not in good shape, you're not going to be able to take advantage of it, and it could get you in trouble. Joe B, what's going on? Sam Champion said, Calvin, be sure to have outside water faucets installed while you still can. I've already got one. got a nice heavy-duty water hose and 2 multi-position water nozzles in the shipment. Yeah, thank you, Sam. Yeah, I already do. He already asked me. It's going to be right on the side of the kitchen over there. I might get one on the other side, too.
Now, you go to put a tower system in, Calvin?
Later on down the line. That's just for, that only helps
For pressure.
for pressure.
Yeah.
But I thought it was something else.
I mean,
thought it was
I'll be honest
else.
with you guys. Most of the showers here, I can pee harder than what the showers are.
Yeah. Rams and Dodgers said, hey guys, since it's tropical, do the roaches and other critters get huge there? A speedo they get in the house a lot. Well, no, like I told you, the roaches here are big. I only see them when it's getting ready to rain. Now the ants, yes,
Ants are the biggest problem I have.
but you've got the geckos, Rams and Dodgers fan, that eats the other little critters.
I don't know if they eat ants or not.
They don't eat ants.
Okay.
I
Now
wish they did.
we have 2 ants here. We got the black ants and the red ants. Red ants will bite you. Last year I had them, and I used to get bit once in a while. I haven't seen any. Now the Filipinos think black ants are good luck, so my wife won't let me kill them.
Yeah, that's right. And then they say,
Hello.
don't break the line of if the ants, the black ants, it's bad luck. You see a wall, they're going, a line of black ants going up the wall, don't fool with them. That's what they say.
Now there's only a certain container I found that ants will not get into here. It's what they call biscuits. We call them crackers. They will not get in those containers, but everything else, Tupperware, they get in them. Bread bags, they get in them.
Gabriel the Moody said, how about rats? Well, if you live in, we got one back here only because it's like I'm trying to think what I call that.
What you have here, that drainage ditch.
Yeah. And so we had one, but hell, we were feeding the damn thing. It never came in. But we got cats around here, so maybe it's gone. But unless you live in like squatters area,
Which I do.
Places like that, you're going to see a lot of rats. In the province, you're going to see mice. But they're not there. I've never had a problem with them.
I saw 1 mouse in my apartment in over 2 years. Now outside, they have drainage ditches. I see one there once in a while. It's pretty good size.
Now down in
That's not a problem.
yeah, we have problems with them because we live right by the river. River rat. Those rats.
Murder rats.
Yeah, they all around, and that's a squatters area. See,
Well, I live in a squatter's area.
I'm talking about you really lived in the squatters area. You don't.
Me and my wife were at a restaurant
You
downtown.
live next to the squatters
Yeah,
area.
next to it.
You don't
yes.
live in it.
Me and my wife was at a restaurant in San Carlos here, and I wanted to smoke. You cannot smoke in public in San Carlos. So I asked them, I said, hey, can I go in the back and have a cigarette? They said, yes. So I go back where they're cooking the food, and I saw a rat back there.
TJ Johnson, this is true. We were talking about this before. He said, if you're making 1,000 or 2,000 pesos a month and you got 2 to 3 kids already, where are you going to bang your wife? Well, you're going to do it in the house, hopefully while you think the kids are asleep or awake. And that's what we were saying. Because a lot of times when I went to my son's mother's house in the province, they had this little 15, it may not even been 15 square meters. It's 10 people in there. And I'm like, where are they having sex? When are they having it?
I think that people just accept that as a way of life here.
And they just know.
Know what's going on.
Daddy and mama's over there tumbling again.
I did not put a sweep on my Smoky Mountain modeler. John, did you put a sweep on the bottom of your outside door? I don't have a screen door, so I leave my front door open all the time. I get maybe one flying roach a month in my house, and I hunt it down and kill it.
China's Autovocan says, are we wise to prepare their meat? Oh, no. Ants are wise to prepare their meat or provisions in summer before the bad season comes. Well, hell, there's no bad season over here.
Yeah, it's always the same.
It's always the same over here.
Now, I did have ants get in my router box, and they ate it up, and I had to get another router box.
Scott Tripper said they let the kids sleep in their bed till 5 years of age. I know that's a fact.
Well, that goes on in the U.S. too. That's one thing with my exes. No, we're not doing that.
Gabriel DeMoody said they do it outdoors. I don't know where they do it, and it shocks me because I'm like, wow, I can't do it knowing my kids is watching.
That'd be kind of uncomfortable to me,
it's uncomfortable to me. That's a fact. Yeah, we got about 20 minutes.
Well, I'm back to Scott Triplett here. He says they let the kids sleep in their beds till they're 5 years of age. A lot of places they have very small. They just put mats on the floor and they all sleep. I mean, if you only got a 4x8 house, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. But yeah, Love Beat Muse says, oh heck no. 50% worms, man of war, flesh-eating bacteria, hepatitis, venereal disease, 8,000 died. No, I'm still coming 3 months and 22, but man.
Well, don't take everything. We try to give you the pluses and the negatives. Don't take them all. That's all negatives.
Yeah,
I mean, I
remember it's 100.
problems.
It's 110 million people over here, stretched out over 7,000 islands. Those are sort of like the worst case scenarios.
But I will say, if you get a cut on your foot, take care of it. Put Benadine on it and keep it clean, because I had my toe get infected.
And be careful of the ice here.
Oh yeah,
That's one thing you want to be careful of.
Don't outside of your home. Don't get ice.
Yeah, make your own ice if you can, because you got to be real careful with this ice here. China Zolavokin said there's the rainy season that can drown them from many days of rain. But see, it's supposed to be the rainy season here, but we don't really get it, guys. Let me show you something. This is the rainy season right now.
Where we are here in San Carlos, Negroids Occidental, it's actually kind of dry here from the 2 years I've lived here.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's kind of dry.
It is.
If it wasn't for the high humidity, I think half these plants would die.
I always ask, I said, I thought this was supposed to be the rainy season.
I was talking with a guy down in Mindanao, and it rains there all the time, he said. So I don't know what the deal is.
Joe B says, John, what car did you buy, and how much did you pay, if you don't mind me asking?
No problem. I got a Toyota Wigo. It's one of the cheaper ones you can get here in the Philippines. It was, what did I tell you guys, 14.7,
Yeah.
but they texted me and said they're going to give me the import tax back, so that will be 13.2. I have no complaints, but it's not very old. It's got 2 airbags in it, has a backup camera, backup sensors, gets good gas mileage. It is a 1 liter, and when you get in the mountains, it is a dog.
Mofo 9900 said, Calvin, your hair is getting too long. You may need to trim some. No, she just did this yesterday. I'm good.
It is being sarcastic. That's good.
TJ Johnson says, we're talking about those intrepid explorers like Calvin and 6-shooter Johnny that like to get away from the expat alleys of Philippines. Yeah, I do get out of expat alleys.
I don't want to be
an expat. But it's not because, I don't like seeing expats. It's just I just don't like all those people. These urban cities here, they're congested.
I agree that even San Carlos is, for the size, is congested at times. I like being treated as a rock star. I'll be honest with you.
I just can't deal with the traffic, man. Some of these places you go and you hit that traffic long before. Come on in. Long before you. Yeah, she's in. Come on in. They can't see you.
I can
like
see
when I go to Bacolod, long before we hit the city limit, we run into that traffic.
Yeah, that's bad. I tell you, what screws up the traffic here are first the tricycles, then the motorcycles. They think no laws apply to them. They're in there. It's a mess. Sam Champion's right liquor license, any position you want to try.
Sharky Phil, what's that? Phil says, looked up the shirts, 32 cool, just bought 4. Yeah, they're really nice. They're the best shirts I've got over here now. They sent me 3 of them and sent me 2 pair of Eddie Bauer shorts, lounge shorts. I mean, everything they sent me was just really, really nice. I mean, the lotion that they sent me, the secret. I mean, the soap. They sent me a box of just special soap. I was like, man, they spent a fortune.
Carmen Greenwood, good to hear from you. I hope you're enjoying Mexico. If you don't use protection, don't blame the female. And I agree 100%. You reached in and took a heaping helping of whatever there is. 100%. I agree.
Keith P says, question, I want to move to the Philippines and work remotely. How good or bad is internet service? I just found out. Now, I've got 20. Okay. Now,
35?
the little guy, he's
yesterday,
got 35 across
with
the street.
fiber optics.
Now, if you live in Expat Alley, I was looking at the Black Filipino one time, and I'm almost sure he said he pays for 100. He gets 100 Mbps.
Now, mine's only 10.
But he lives in Manila.
Mine's
somewhere.
only 10. I thought it was great, but once in a while I'll get a few days where it is very, very, very slow.
Yeah, I got 20 now. I may have, because he told me, the little dude across the street, he said, because he works remotely. He works for an American company from 12 midnight here, which would be noon to 9 in the morning, which is 9 at night there.
See, I know an expat here, and that's the problem, though. If you're going to work on Western time, you're working third shift.
Yeah. Okay, Smoky Mount Marla says, when you renew your visa in Bacala, how long is the wait at immigration count? It's not long. Me and John went together one time. This last time when I went by myself,
you said it was
it's the longest I've ever waited, and I waited maybe 45 minutes. And I had a nice guy that I was talking to.
In 2 years, I don't think I've ever waited 45 minutes, maybe 30.
I've never waited. I've never even waited 30. I've usually wait 15 to 20 minutes. That's it.
Now, Cebu, I have heard horror stories about that.
It's bad.
I lucked out and found an immigration place at Lapu-Lapu at the Gasano Mall there, and I was in and out there in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's bad in Manila. In Manila, it's an all-day thing. You got to leave your paperwork, go somewhere. They've got like a Starbucks not far from there. Go there, and it's all day. Dumaguete, it's all day.
Is it? See,
oh my God, so many. Because it's all them foreigners you were saying.
Well, there's
Cebu, it's all day.
Now, I think in Cebu too, you have to wear long pants to get in there and shoot.
Yeah.
Well,
you're supposed to do that all over, but it's not. Remember what you said about inconsistency.
Yeah, that's the
only thing that's consistent is inconsistency. But yeah, it was a guy. This Filipinos, they're hustlers. When they changed that rule, it was a guy standing outside of immigration with a pair of pants, letting you rent the pair of pants for 100 pesos.
After he takes them off and gives them to you?
Yeah. No, he had a pair, so you do it, you go in there, because I had to do it.
What, did it fit you?
Well, no, of course not. They're too big,
Well, as long as they're too big, that's okay. That's funny.
Yeah, it's funny, but Juan Torres says Cebu's all day also. Yeah, I know it is.
But if you're in Cebu, go to Lapu-Lapu, Gasano Mall, in and out, no problem.
Now, the quickest is in Zamboanga, of course, because nobody's there. Then to Tacloban. These are the places I've been to. And then, now Tacloban's another place because nobody's there. They're afraid to go there because of them typhoons and stuff. I mean, it was quick, just like this. And then,
see, when I was in Southern Lady, it took me 6 hours to get to Tacloban. I would go the 4 hours to get over to Cebu.
Yeah, that's better for you to do. England Davis says, if I go early to immigration, I can get out in a little over an hour. Where are you? Where?
Cebu.
Oh, Cebu.
That's where he lived, yeah.
First time I went there, it was a fixer. Don't fool with them fixers. They ain't gonna do nothing for you for real.
I see people were talking about the different vaccines to get over here. I got the typhoid shot. I got hepatitis A and B.
Did you get your other vaccine? Yeah.
No, I did not go yesterday, but the last Thursday I went, they didn't have my paperwork, and they were only doing June 3rd. I got mine on June 15th, so mine should be due next Thursday. I hope, because I want my second shot.
Yeah, Sean Statzer says, what do you think of them outlawing playing card games in public? I didn't see that. This is a conservative place.
Well, anyway. But you have to understand, there are so many nitpicky laws on the books, just like the U.S., but most are not enforced.
Love Beat Muse said 2 years ago when I was about to come, my permanent physician had me take the hepatitis A and B shots. When I told her I was coming to the Philippines, I know a lot about the spot.
I got both of those. I also got a typhoid shot. I got like 6 shots altogether.
I didn't take any. Haitian government, thanks for that super sticker. And that I did a video on that. What vaccinations do I need before I can come to the Philippines? And I didn't take any, but yeah, they say hepatitis A and B.
I got both of those.
Liquor license said, Johnny, you getting the booster shot? Well, he hasn't
Yes.
got his second. You haven't even got your second.
Okay, I kind of thought the second shot was the booster. But
No.
yeah, I want my second shot.
The third one is the booster.
I will take anything that I can get.
Mo folks said, I hope one day to get over there and hang out with the Shine brothers and take you guys out to dinner to Jollibee or Pancake House. Man, I love the Pancake House.
We don't have one here.
We don't have one here.
We got 2 Jollibees here, though. I'm not a fan of Jollibees, but I whine all the time anyway, except for their fried chicken. I think it's pretty good. You say you didn't like their fried chicken.
I don't like
the
the fried chicken, but I love their pancakes.
See,
They
I've
got
never
some
had
of the
those. I
best
need to try
pancakes
them.
of any fast food place. Yeah, Frank Ellis, he said, have you guys heard of the booster shot? Yeah, but see, that's what we used to take. Hell, this is a booster shot
Yeah.
right here. You know, and it's like the flu. You got to take that every year if you take it.
That may be what we end up with.
That's
this.
what I was thinking.
We'll see.
I don't care. Give me, let me travel around this place.
When I wear all my working career, the last 15 years, my workplace always gave flu shots. I got them.
Yeah. Frank Ellis said, no, IHOP. Well, I don't know if there's an IHOP over here. Probably in Manila.
But
The
not
Pancake
here.
House is the closest thing to the IHOP. And I would even say Pancake House, the food is better.
I always like
Especially their
IHOP.
chicken. I mean, I like IHOP, but I mean, have you ever been to the Pancake House?
I know.
Pancake House is delicious.
I need to try it.
Haitian government says, where's Jose Gomez? Let's get the bidding party started. Now, he said he's going to have to catch it on the replay.
Okay, liquor license. I'm going to need a California king size bed. You probably have to get it built for you, but that's not a problem. There's all kind of furniture makers here.
Yeah.
You can get that.
Juan Torres said YouTube is going to censor you, Calvin. You keep showing those guns.
Yeah, he's got some. I used to, but that was a long time ago.
Oh yeah. Rams and Dodgers fans said just keep your peanuts away from Jollibees unless you want a BBL.
And I tell you what, let me tell you from my experience with Seven Panay's, pick the skinniest one you can find, because after they start eating right, they're all going to gain weight.
Yeah, I keep telling you guys that there's a fat woman in every
hiding
Filipino
inside,
trying to get out.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. If you go from
dying to get out.
Well, if you go from your whole life maybe not getting a meal to all that you can eat, what happens?
Yeah.
You know?
Like I said, my wife, she gained 60 pounds in America.
Mine's gained.
But that's probably because she was eating good like that, see? Because sometimes they would eat for dinner would be rice and soy sauce.
And that's all they had.
Rice and salt.
Or maybe water and water. You know, it just depends. So then you get, a buffet in front of you.
She got over there, man, and oh my God. But she still looks halfway decent. You know, I'm American. You know, we're Americans over in America. We don't care what a Filipino looks like. She's just a Filipino, so they want her.
Well, liquor license. As far as all you can eat, my poor wife, she was eating, she went down to Market and bought some shrimp one day, and she looked up at me and she said, "Thank you for this food." And I said, "Oh, that's okay." She goes, "I lived in that fishing village for 26 years. We would catch shrimp, but we could never eat them. We had to sell them." And I mean, that kind of stuff just touches me.
Yeah. Scott Tripper said, fat, not compared to the Latinos I see.
And that's true, because I read where Mexico is the most obese country in the world, more than the U.S., which really surprised me.
30% of Filipinos now are obese over here.
30?
30%. You know,
30? Really? I would say
30%.
10.
No, it's
Maybe
30%.
less.
Look, all you gotta do is go across the street over here. You'll see a bunch of BBLs.
I see a few big ones.
And see, the problem over here is not only are they big, but they got a funny shape because they got a big belly and a flat
Big
butt,
belly.
or
Big
big booty and flat boobs.
Big belly.
You know, and you're thinking,
Yeah,
what in the
something
world
else,
is
guys.
this?
If you want a girl with a big butt or big boobs and short hair, don't come here.
Well, she's gonna have to be a BBF. You know, the BBBF. Well, you know, big boobs, big belly, big behind, Filipina. Because you ain't gonna get the big boobs without the big belly.
I agree.
They go together.
I agree.
That's a package deal, John. Yeah, a channel Zolda Vulcan said Miss High School health metric for drinking and well water tests, including water from ice.
I don't know. But you got to be careful with the water here. And we have these water stations. They're not all created equal. I go in, if I see masking tape on their filters with dates to change them, that's good. Observe, watch them how they clean them out. Let them just rinse them out. Some of them do really clean them. What I've done, I got my own containers. I wrote my name all over them. If they try to give me some that's not mine, I'd say, nope, I don't want mine, or go home. And that's what I do.
We've been dealing with the same people, and we haven't had any problems for the 2 years I've been here.
But is that where Booby got it from?
No, Booby got it from the
tap water.
Tap water.
Oh, and that's something else. They call the bottled water here mineral water. So if you ever hear anybody say mineral water, that's what it is. Yeah,
we got a little bit over 3 minutes, John.
Okay.
So we'll be saying our goodbyes to everybody. I want to thank everybody for joining us today.
I appreciate it.
Stickers, your super chats, your thumbs up. Let's get 200 thumbs up, guys, at least.
Yeah, really, only
before
164.
we get off of here. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you for all your support for Sunshine Shoulders.
I'm about to send a sun oven over to my girlfriend. Is that permitted? I don't know what a sun oven is, but Lazada, she can buy it and it'd be a heck of a lot cheaper than shipping.
Yeah. And that way you will know it's legal. Because remember, guys, if you send stuff FedEx, or like Sam Champion did to you, there's going to be a customs fee on this side. Even if it's a few hundred pesos, they're not going to be able to pay it.
Yeah, you're better off going to Lazada. Go ahead and buy it and send it to the address, I would think.
Yeah. Excuse me. Or Shopee or one of those
Or Shopee,
places.
too, yeah. Now, I've never dealt with Shopee, but everybody says no problems. I did buy my laptop off of Lazada, and I had no issues at all.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be getting off here, guys. If you're in America, it's getting late. Well, it's late already. I hope you help somebody before you got into bed.
Oh, she cannot order it there.
But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break and see somebody in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. In the Philippines, what time is it, John? 11:26 a.m. Got the whole rest of the day. There's no excuse why we shouldn't go out and intentionally find somebody to help.
I agree.
If I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.
Thank you, everybody.
You got anybody you want to say?
I'll give a shout out to my son, John. Hang in there, buddy.
Boots on the ground.
When the next time you going to Calatrava, John? Let's go to that. What do you say,
All
girl
right.
place there?
We might have to walk back the road so that the food is good, it's expensive. Whatever you want.
How far is that? What do you mean how far back do you have to walk?
We'll get to try some food back.
Is it a bumpy road?
Holes, buddy.
Okay, guys, take care. Stay safe. Stay COVID free. Remember, go on Sunshine Shoulders. Starting tomorrow, we've got a Miss Sunshine Shoulders beauty contest. Today is the deadline up to 11:59.
No men.
For them to submit their entry. It's going to be the most votes from Saturday the 21st until August 31st. We'll announce the winner
And what's
September 1st.
and what's first prize again?
3,000 pesos.
That's almost a month's pay here to a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Prize is going to be 2,000. Third prize is 1,000. Then fourth and fifth is going to be 500 pesos. Love Beat Music Calvin back on the BBBF again.
Goodbye, all. Thank
Okay,
you.
take care.
We need to try his steaks. They were like 800 pesos, so I passed.